días, bienvenidos a esta jornada de homenaje en memoria del profesor Cardona, Manuel Cardona. Nos acompañan en la presidencia de este acto de apertura el vicerrector académico y de calidad, de programación académica y calidad, Josep Ros, en representación de la rectora Margarita Goitz. Nos acompaña también, como no podía ser de otra forma, el director del Instituto de Materiales de Barcelona, Tamayo, y el director del ICN2, Pablo Ordejón. Y bueno, como lo habéis visto en la sala, pues también nos acompañan personalidades que han tenido relación o que tienen relación, personalidades importantes que han tenido relación, como el Cardona, presidente del BIST, el rector de la Universidad Técnica de Berlín, presidente del sincrotrón ALBA, otro vicerrector también. De manera que, bienvenidos a todos. Me han dicho que las intervenciones tienen que ser en inglés, por lo tanto, yo empezaré diciendo que 1 week ago, it was, as all of you know, the second anniversary of Manuel Cardona's passing. I did not wish to miss this tribute, which is not only an enlightening but also a touching idea, honoring his memory and at the same time honoring those of you who have organized this event, since it shows a level of feelings of generosity and friendship which are not always shown among colleagues. At this time, I would like to recall 2 quotations in order to summarize my perception and my admiration for Manuel Cardona. The first comes from the Greek philosopher Epicurus, which says, "The study of nature does not produce men who are likely to boast or to scorn the culture which has cost so much effort to achieve. On the contrary, it produces people who are serious and independent and whose pride is based on their internal strengths rather than on external issues." The second quotation, which is more recent, is from the British physicist Ernest Brown. It says, "The history of semiconductor physics is not one of grand heroic theories, but one of painstaking, intelligent labor. Not strokes of genius producing lofty edifices, but great ingenuity and endless peaks and valleys of hope and despair." Not sweeping generalizations, but careful judgment of the border between perseverance and obstinacy. Thus, the history of solid-state physics in general and of semiconductors in particular is not so much about great men and women and their glorious deeds as about the unsung heroes of thousands of clever ideas and skillful experiments, reflection of an age of organization rather than of individuality. The Greek philosopher signposted the precise path for me to venture into the personality of Manuel Cardona, whom I always saw as a generous colleague, cosmopolitan, hardworking, supportive, brilliant, productive, and wise. Ultimately, he had a personality which seduced and conquered from the start, and which won immediate admiration. The second quotation puts us right on track to see how he carried out research par excellence in solid-state physics, This entails continually generating intelligent ideas which must be developed and verified through ingenious and creative experimentation. This ethos of investigator is what Manuel Cardona represented, like few others, because he belonged to that group of the so-called happy few who turn everything they touch into gold, just like mythical King Midas. I'm not going to recall here and now his absolutely stunning curriculum, his scientific citations, his national and international awards. Cardona was a prophet in his own land. Or the bibliometric indicators and other indicators which vote for what I say. I'm not going to list all of them, as many of you here know them as well or better than I do. And anyway, they will be referred to throughout today. Thought I'm going to repeat the words of Epicurus in that the study of nature does not produce boastful men, but rather serious, mature, and generous men. The truth is that Epicurus' words are probably a little more wishful thinking, as we know from experience that not all scientists, not even good scientists, show such a positive and generous behavior. Yet, in the case of Manuel Cardona, we hit the nail on the head in this case. In the CSIC, in our Spanish Research, National Research Council, we have numerous and echoed proof of his willingness to lend a hand, to give advice, or to offer a word from the wise any time the occasion arose. I would like to specifically highlight how important Cardona was in the design and development of the cluster of research centers in the material science, which make up the CSIC centers here in Barcelona, Zaragoza, Madrid, and Sevilla. His role at the head of the scientific committee in this cluster was fundamental in attaining excellence in these centers. Perhaps it was his origins, perhaps it was his close relationship with some of the researchers in Barcelona, a center for which he had a special preference, which led him, amongst other things, to donate to them his scientific library. Manuel Cardona never disappointed CSIC, nor anyone else. And for this reason, he was not only high admired and highly respected scientifically, but he was, I should say, greatly loved. To him, we can rightly apply Horace's verse, multis ille bonis flebilis occidit. A person died who deserved to be mourned by many good people. And so we honor his memory because he will always have the admiration of those of us who knew him in life. Thank you very much.